Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my journey in beauty. Today's video is a two-part collaboration with my girl Angela from Beauty by Angela. Today is part one and it is the 2018 new releases I wish I'd bought. As some of you may know, I am doing a no buy November on my channel, kind of a test drive, if you will, of a no buy, since I'm considering doing a year-long no buy in 2019. So this is Angela's brainchild all the way. This was her idea. She brought it to me and I'm so glad that she asked me to collaborate with her on this, because it really did get me thinking about the 2018 new releases, things that I'm glad that I skipped and things that I wish I had bought. But in the end, I learned that in a lot of these situations, it was better for me and my collection that I didn't purchase, even though I might have a teeny little bit of regret on not purchasing these products. So the first product is the ColourPop and Kathleen Light's Dream Street palette. This palette has spoken to me from its release. I'm not for sure why, because it is overall a lot of neutral shadows, but there is a pop of coral and turquoise in this palette. And for whatever reason, every time I see this palette, and you do still see it a lot, even though it was released early in 2018, every time I see it on somebody's channel, I'm just like, shoo, I'm like zoned in. I love the color story. It speaks to me. I know that overall it's not unique and that I can dupe it out of my collection like no problem, but it is still a slight regret from 2018 that I didn't go ahead and pick it up. The second product that I really kind of wish I had bought this year was the new revamped Too Faced Natural Face Palette. This is a beautiful palette. The packaging is very luxe and very feminine and elegant, as well as the products inside. You can multitask, you know, this also falls under the category of things that Emily Noel 83 made me want to buy, because she was very, very impressed with the quality and the selection of shades within the palette. And yes, this is still available, but ultimately I knew this wasn't a good choice for me to purchase because it would be repetitive to things that I already have in my collection. So this is more of a, I wish I had bought this before I bought all the other stuff that I have kind of thing. And, you know, I just think face palettes are very convenient. I have the Emily Edit the Needs palette, as well as the Benefit Blush Bar, which has a bronzer, face powder, and blushes in it. Overall, I think it's just really fun and easy to reach for a complete face palette, but overall, it was probably better in the end. I just still have a little bit of regret and wish I had bought this. The next product is a extremely bougie luxury product that I have heard a lot about on YouTube, and now in retrospect, I really wish I had pulled the trigger and purchased it, and that is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This really looks like a product that would be very nice for my skin. It looks like it's smoothing and it has, you know, kind of the texture that it would hold onto your makeup. And of course, who can forget the tiny little coin? Then you scrape it across the little thing, and then you know, you put this tiny little amount and it makes your whole face feel and look like silk before you put your makeup on. And I kind of really wish I had bought it. You know, of course, I'm on a no-buy November, so I won't be purchasing anything this month. I still have time to make a few purchases in December if I want or need to before I go into the new year and a possibly year-long no-buy. So ultimately, I wish I had kind of picked this up because it does seem like a product that would be perfect for me, but in the end, I have a lot of primers and makeup does have a shelf life, and I'd hate for the silk canvas, this very luxury and expensive product, to sit around while I'm trying to make myself use up other primers that I already have. So I wish I had bought it, but I know better. And so there's always next time. This next product was limited edition and it is no longer available, and that is the Too Faced Sex on the Peach complexion set. This product did include a full size of the Peach Perfect powder, deluxe sizes of the setting spray and the primer, as well as a full size Better Than Sex mascara. I thought this was a fantastic value, which is what my brain was thinking when I wanted this. I have a really hard time not purchasing or shopping for things if it's a very good deal or it's a very good value. For example, if it's 50% off, I have a hard time not buying it just because it's 50% off, even though I don't need it. And then, you know, on the same wavelength with this product, this is an incredible value. This, for the price, which I will put on the screen right here, the price, you're essentially getting a lot of it for free because the cost is so close to what it would cost to just buy the full size powder. I really wanted this because I've wanted to try the peach powder, as well as I love the primer, and I know I would love the setting spray because it smells like the primer. So, but ultimately it would have been ridiculous if I had bought it because I don't use a lot of loose powder, and especially if I didn't like it, then I have a huge loose powder that I have to try and use up or lose out my money by giving it to somebody else who could use it up. So even though I want it and I wish I had bought it, it's probably better in the end. You see a theme here? And last, the product I wish I had pulled the trigger on this year, and I'm not buying any more palettes here in 2018. Again, I'm on a no buy for November and I don't need any more palettes. But the palette I wish I had bought this year is the Lorac Mega Pro 4. This is the one in the pink packaging with the brighter colors in the palette. And for those of you who don't know, I have been panning the Lorac Mega Pro 2 this year because I love this palette. I love that it has 2 rows of mattes and 2 rows of shimmers, as well as a gradient from light to dark. And the Lorac Mega Pro 4 is no different. The only difference that makes me wish I had purchased it is that the Mega Pro 4 has quite a bit more bright shades in it, and I think the Mega Pro 2 has sort of a grayed out or more muted, softer version of, you know, color. So, you know, this thing will be available if, you know, I go on a no buy next year. I'm sure it will still be available in 2020, although that seems very far away. But I wish I had bought it, and ultimately I don't need it. So you may have noticed there's a theme here. I wish I had bought these products, but in the end, ultimately, it's probably better that I didn't buy them. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2, where Angela and I talk about new releases that we're glad that we skipped this year for any reason. And make sure you go check out Angela's video. We did have very different products in both of these categories. So it's been fun to collaborate on this video with her, and I hope all of your makeup days are beautiful makeup days. And I will see you in my next video soon.